I'm sure you've run across someone in life where they are so intelligent or have so much wisdom. You're like, oh my goodness, if I could just have that mind, think of the things I could do with life. Well, let's take it one step further. What if we could have the mind of Christ? Let's talk about it in your morning cup of inspiration. It's one thing to have the wisdom of man. But can you imagine having the wisdom of Jesus Christ, the knowledge and the perspective that he has? I got good news for you this morning. You can. The Bible tells us that. 2 Corinthians 2:16. We have the mind of Christ as believers through the Holy Spirit. Once we're saved, we have the Holy Spirit come into our life. And with that Holy Spirit, that gives us the mind of Christ. We can understand what he's thinking because the Holy Spirit reveals that to us. Let me give you 4 quick things. It says that we can understand his will. The Holy Spirit allows us to understand what his will is for us and what he wants us to do. Number 2, we can evaluate things from God's perspective. So we can understand what he values. We can love what he loves. We can hate what he hates. We can have a perspective as we look at the world from God's standpoint. Number 3, we can understand God's holiness. So many times we tend to be a little flippant with how we live our life and how we go before the Lord. The Holy Spirit can help us see what God's mind and what Jesus is looking at when he expects us to be holy and live a life of honor. And finally, the 4th thing, we'll have an attitude of humility, an attitude of servanthood, and an attitude of selflessness as we embrace and see and have the mind of Christ. So if those things are not part of your daily walk, if they're not part of your mindset, then you're not allowing that Holy Spirit to let you understand and receive the mind of Christ in your life. We have to have it to be effective and to live effectively for him. So my prayer for you and myself this morning is that we will allow his Holy Spirit to reveal the mind of Christ, that we can think like he thinks, do what he does, and accomplish what he wants us to for this day. God bless. Thanks for joining me for that morning cup of inspiration, and we'll see you next time.